Good evening. Thousands of athletes may be making their way to the border city as City Council is considering bidding on the 2016 Alberta Winter Games. Yesterday, City Council agreed to send a letter of intent to possibly be a host city. Bart Pediasic reports.
This was the scene last year as hundreds of sports fans came out to celebrate the opening ceremonies of the games in Spruce Grove. Those involved say it's changed the city for the better.
Certainly a lot of good feelings about the city and a lot of great things that happen in the events. Obviously some legacies in terms of some of the facilities that we set up, and just kind of really that feeling of, hey, you know, it's something that we could do, and really added a lot of really great week to the community.
That's some of the magic the city hopes to capture as they look to possibly host the games themselves. This comes as the border city prepares for Hockey Day in Canada next year.
While it'll be a challenge, while it might be difficult, I really want management to go away and look at the logistics. I mean, it speaks well for us. You look at places that have the reputation that we want, and they do these things back to back simultaneously, one on top of another. So I'm hoping our team will step up to the plate and we'll continue to reinforce our message.
Lloydminster isn't a stranger to province-wide events like this. The Saskatchewan Summer Games were here in 2008. According to the mayor, we have the facilities to support it.
The thing that everybody looks at and says, wow, we'd sure like to have that in the games, is the long track speed skating option. Not a lot of places have that option for a winter game. So we have that. That's a big piece of it. Service Sports Center is a great augmentation. Officials
from Spruce Grove say if they could, they would do it again.
Can't stress enough that we still feel the effects of the event in terms of a positive way, and I think we'll feel it for a long time.
For now, Council will form a committee and figure out the costs involved before they decide to submit an official bid. Early estimates say it could be up to $2 million. Bart Pediasic, Newcap News.
The heavy snowfall we received during last week's storm has put snow crews over budget. Now, according to the mayor, rumors started on social media that plowing had to stop because of it. Well, he used the city council meeting to voice his concern about the rumors and to set the record straight.
There was people commenting that somebody told them that they couldn't do any more snow removal because they'd hit a budget ceiling. Well, the budget is never going to dictate whether we clean a road or don't clean a road, whether we keep the road to the hospital open or we don't.
In the meantime, crews continue to work throughout the week.
Right now, the response to the storm last week is complete, and we're focused on completing our residential snow removal operations, which are anticipated to be complete in the next couple of 3 days.
City officials say all major roadways are complete, with only a few residential streets left. Using love to steal money. This is not an unusual tactic. According to the Anti-Fraud Bureau of Canada, around 900 people fell victim of romance scams in the past year. On average, each person lost about $11,000. And Connaught has advice from local experts on how to stay safe online.
In a romance scam, the con man or woman will target a single person looking for love. Once the person is emotionally attached, the fraudster will use it to their advantage to get money. Corporal Dunsmore says the scenario usually happens online and is becoming more common.
So yes, the trend is growing. The proliferation of the internet-connected society lends itself to both identity theft and internet frauds, including the romance scam.
Dating websites open a host of opportunities for these scammers. But one of the leading online dating sites in Canada says frauds don't give them a lot of trouble.
One of the lucky things for a site like lavalife.com is that we are a paid service. We're not a free service. So if people want to use our service, they're paying us. And I think to some degree it does eliminate some of the fraud action because who wants to pay?
According to a local tech specialist, measures can be taken to protect yourself.
Basically, the same account principles for security apply for a dating site as it would for any other site. I mean, you want to make sure that your account's well protected in the sense of a good password.
The RCMP says that these romance scammers don't pick a particular person, therefore you need to educate yourself about what kind of sites you're on and what information you're giving out.
RCMP want you to keep in mind if relationships take off too fast, if you're being kept on a short leash, and if they ask for your financial or credit information, you should be skeptical of the relationship.
And the old adage goes, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Anna Canopdate, Newcap News.
The Lloydminster Lions Club is honoring 2 longtime volunteers with its Citizens of the Year award. And as Kim Smith explains, the prize went to a humble couple who were chosen for their dedication to the community.
Lawrence and Betty Ann Davidson were at the Lions Club to speak about a volunteer shopping cart program for Pioneer Lodge residents. But little did they know they were about to be honored with the club's prestigious award.
Lions Club Citizen of the Year is Lawrence and Betty Ann Davidson.
We had no idea. We just came to talk a little bit about the Pioneer Lodge Auxiliary and the shopper's cart and let the people know here what's happening there, and no idea what this was going to happen.
Lawrence is an accomplished banjo and mandolin player. His band puts on free shows throughout the city. Betty Ann was a member of the St. John Ambulance Brigade doing first aid at local hockey games for many years. Those are just a few of the organizations they've been a part of.
They've been volunteering for a lot of years, and kind of this silent volunteer. They don't get headlines or anything else, but they do a lot of work, and we thought it was just a great couple to be recognized this year as Citizens of the Year.
We never expect anything as gracious and loving and kind as this. We just do it for the joy of doing volunteering. It's just so much fun.
The Lions Club has been giving out Citizen of the Year awards for more than 40 years. Kim Smith, Newcap News.
The Stars 2013 lottery winners have been announced, and one area woman is taking home the grand prize. Sheila Donnelly of Chauvin has won a $1.2 million Calgary show home. Donnelly says she's purchased a Stars lottery ticket every year since the fundraiser began. This year's lottery raised $10.5 million for the Air Ambulance organization. On this week's Pet Project, Annika and Jenny introduce us to a very cute dog and cat looking for their forever home. But there is something unique about the cat. Here's more on this week's Pet Project.
This is Aria. Aria is 2 years old. She's a Rottweiler Lab cross. She's up to date on all her vaccinations and she's microchipped. She needs to be spayed and her rabies.
She's a very sweet girl, very shy at first, but she does warm up to you right away. She seems to be crate trained as well as house trained, and she will come when you whistle. She's also got great leash manners after that first initial step outside because she is so excited to be outside. She's definitely a people-orientated dog. She loves cuddles and attention.
This is Spud. Spud is your 1-year-old male, and he's a polydactyl, which means he has 6 toes. He has not yet been neutered, but he's microchipped, and he's up to date on all his vaccinations. He just needs to get his rabies once he's been adopted.
He's definitely a handsome boy. He's a catch, that's for sure. He loves to cuddle and get attention, as well as he likes to occupy himself with toys. He's a wonderful cat that would be a perfect fit in any home. This Saturday is the SPCA Comedy Cabaret, and there's only a few tickets left, so hurry and get yours. Call the SPCA for details, 780-875-2809.